Obviously, a lot's going to be expected of Justin Crawford as well. But I'm more excited for Aiden Miller. I know he is not going to be given that opportunity. It would take an Alec Boehm injury and Aiden Miller hitting like 400 in spring to be given that opportunity. But I know you've had opportunities to talk with Larry Bowa in the past. And when somebody like Larry Bowa talks, like when Larry Bowa, I don't know if you saw the clip of him talking of him, like when he was asked Aiden Miller, he got this grin on his face. Yeah. It was like the light of God shining off of his face when he got to talk about Aiden Miller. When Larry Bowa gets excited for a young prospect, that makes me get excited.
I love Larry Bowa, 80 years old, and he's still going down there and teaching. And we're going to talk about Larry Bowa with our guest tonight, Bob Brookover, on our Philly Press Box radio show, because Bob just interviewed Larry the other day. But yeah, I love the fact that Bowa is excited about Aiden Miller. And we may not see Miller this entire season unless the Phillies, as you said, shock the world and trade Alec Boehm finally, or if Boehm or Stott or Turner, gets hurt. But I'm excited about Miller, and I hope I get to see him this spring a few times.
I'll be honest, like it's been a problem with the Phillies. Not a problem necessarily. Well, maybe a problem. I don't even know if it's a problem or not. The Phillies have the different philosophical, organizational philosophy to not call these guys up at 20, 21, 22 years old. They're very cautious. Some of it's financial. Maybe some of it's, they just don't think they're ready. But you see other organizations bring their guys up a lot younger. I kind of feel like Aiden Miller would inject the excitement that this fan base needs, because right now I kind of feel like the Phillies fan base is teetering.